Give it up. It's comedian Adam Hess, everyone.
How are we doing, Palladium people? Well! Very good. This is exciting, isn't it? So I'll just tell you a bit about myself. I had sushi for lunch yesterday, but nobody saw, so it was a waste of money. I had my 18th birthday party on a riverboat on the Thames, so when everyone found out how rubbish it was, they couldn't leave. Surely every car's a people carrier. I got invited on a date recently. Yeah. So my first date in a long time. I was very nervous. I made sure I wore my cool shirt. It's a white and blue striped shirt with black buttons. It's got blue trim there, which you can't see, but I know it's there. And then I flossed my teeth, so the shirt became covered in blood, got rid of it. And I also shaved off my massive beard, because I found out that when girls say they find men with beards sexy, what they really mean is they find sexy men with beards sexy. Yeah, and I made sure to have my move ready in my head, my backup plan, which is that whenever I'm on a date, I always say to the person they've got an amazing laugh to trick them into thinking they've been laughing a lot. And I was all excited for the date. I got the train to the date, got on the train, it was like rush hour, and it was a very busy train. But what I didn't notice, I was standing near the door like that. The train doors had shut on the back of my jacket. I didn't know that, so when it came up to my stop, which was the next stop, it was the doors opposite that opened. And I was all excited for my date. I was like, time to find some love. What the hell is happening? I had no idea what was... My instinctive thought was there was a force field here. I didn't know what... I worked out what had happened, and I thought, OK, I've got 5 seconds to work out what do I do. Do I unzip my jacket, leave it there, leave? Or do I now live on the train? I got to the date, I was very late, and we went bowling on this date. Now, I wouldn't recommend going bowling on a date, because the second game of bowling is never fun. It's too much bowling. I paid for the lane hire and the shoe hire, because I'm a gentleman. I got a size 11 shoe, because I'm an 8. And we went to our bowling bit. I didn't like the fact that the heaviest ball we were assigned had the smallest finger holes. I was thinking, what sort of a creature? And it's not a good idea for a date bowling, because you can't get a good conversation going ever, because it's always like, oh, do you have any brothers or sisters? Sorry, I'm going to go bowling now, bye. And I was self-conscious about my body language, because obviously when you bowl, the person's looking at you, so I was trying to look natural, but obviously you can't look natural when you're trying to look natural. It's like, you know, when the doctor says to you, OK, now breathe normally. I was like bowling, like, my first one, turned around and she was looking like, who am I on a date with? And then I panicked and said, you have a lovely laugh. But it went all right. We went on a couple more dates, and she said she wanted to meet my parents. I said, it's a bit soon, but it's fine. My parents are really nice, but like my mum, she's a very interesting lady. My mum dries out garbage, like apple cores and orange peels, on the radiators and posts it to any company that sends our house a leaflet. She hates leaflets. So every Friday, she's like stuffing all these envelopes with like tea bags and stuff with a little note. It says, you send us your junk, I'll send you mine. And she's a very religious woman as well, my mum. She's Christian, and she used to get really angry at me if I didn't ever want to come to church with her. And I remember on one Sunday morning, she said, come on, Adam, time for church. And I said, no, I'm playing my PlayStation. And she said, no, you're coming with us. And she turned off my PlayStation before I could save it. Yeah. So, as a punishment on Mrs. Mother, when we got back from church, I secretly went to the fridge, took out a salad my mum had made, microwaved it for 5 minutes and put it back in the fridge. I don't know why I did it. It shrunk, it turned black. And I saw my mum's face when she found it. And she was so confused. We got a new fridge.